Okay. Everything should be fine. Maybe. Is there anything that I forgot to do? Got that. I said do announcements as well. Got some snacks for stream. Mic, I think, is working. I forgot to set up chat, that's what it is. There we go. Here we go. Now I need to boot up Yut. Empires of the Undergrowth. Eventually I'll get started on music. But today is not the day. Did someone just DM me? No. Someone else made an announcement. Alright. There we go. Okay. Right. Last we did what? I think we boosted these guys. I didn't do it for them, but okay. Yeah, no. So these are the ones that I boosted. Surprisingly, I didn't boost these guys. I do want to help movement speed though. Maybe some resource is faster, but alright. Moving on. Alright. Anything I'm forgetting, I don't think. I'm gonna do this because I like the glue more, and I don't know what these two do at least, so. And it's probably really obvious, I just don't get it.
This Solenopsis invicta fire ant queen has landed on the edge of a swamp. She may be far from her native habitat, but the fire ants are well known for their ability to adapt. Competition for food will be fierce. She will need to raise an army quickly to compete with the local predators. The colony lies in the shadow of a great titan to the north, an American bullfrog. This large female has found the perfect spot to feed. Sheltered by foliage and in the path of many wandering insects and smaller amphibians, she has no reason to move on. Eventually she will need to be displaced, but for now, the fire ants have more pressing business to attend to. Many of the milkweed plants growing nearby are infested with aphids. Their honeydew excretions present an ideal, energy-rich food source for the fire ants. Aphids far from the nest are vulnerable, however, and are sometimes relocated closer to home where they can be better protected from predators and thieves. The boggy soil surrounding the nest is lacking in nitrogen and phosphorus, nutrients vital for plants to photosynthesize and grow. To survive in this environment, some have evolved to supplement their mineral diet by trapping and dissolving invertebrate prey. A magnolia green jumping spider, Lysoman viridis, has ambushed a fire ant. It prefers to hunt on foliage where it is less likely to be spotted by predators and prey alike. Out on the ground it's more vulnerable, but that won't stop it from snacking on lone ants far from the safety of the nest. A six-spotted tiger beetle, Cichindala sexcutata, is on the move near the nest. Its metallic green elytra make it unmistakable, and like its other tiger beetle cousins, long legs give it the speed to chase down small arthropods with ease. A small colony of Phaedulae maurici big-headed ants have established themselves on a hill to the west. Scavenging for seeds, aphids, and dead insects, they are unlikely to pose a threat to the Invicta colony, if left undisturbed.
Actually, I did boost my damage quite a bit. I might be able to take these. Alone, at least. Like, just one of them. I'm not gonna be able to take several. It's just way out of my league. Alright, let's try going here now.
The ants must fight.
I didn't think they'd go straight to my nest. Are they going in? I thought they were.
The colony is starving. There's not enough
Okay, why are there so many? No. Why are there 4 beetles here? Yeah. I was going to get the pine cone, but then there's just so many bugs out of nowhere. The beetles are really annoying. It appears so fast
This
and so soon.
Invicta fire ant queen has landed on the edge of a swamp. She may be far from her native habitat, but the fire ants are well known for their ability to adapt. Competition for food will be fierce. She will need to raise an army quickly to compete with the local predators. The colony lies in the shadow of a great titan to the north.
I wait for
an
nighttime for
American
those.
bullfrog. This large female has found the perfect spot to feed. Sheltered by foliage and in the path of many wandering insects and smaller amphibians, she has no reason to move on. Eventually she will need to be displaced, but for now, the fire ants have more pressing business to attend to. Many of the milkweed plants growing nearby are infested with aphids. Their honeydew excretions present an ideal, energy-rich food source for the fire ants. Aphids far from the nest are vulnerable, however, and are sometimes relocated closer to home where they can be better protected from predators and thieves. A magnolia green jumping spider, Lysoman viridis, has ambushed a fire ant. It prefers to hunt on foliage, where it is less likely to be spotted by predators and prey alike. Out on the ground, it's more vulnerable, but that won't stop it from snacking on lone ants far from the safety of the nest. The boggy soil surrounding the nest is lacking in nitrogen and phosphorus, nutrients vital for plants to photosynthesize and grow.
It's been forever since I've played this level. I'm not used to it.
Supplement their mineral diet by trapping and dissolving invertebrate prey.
Because the thing is, I hate this level. I love 4.2, but I don't like 4.1.
Is on the move near the nest. Its metallic green elytra make it unmistakable, and like its other tiger beetle cousins, long legs give it the speed to chase down small arthropods.
Yeah, no, there's
with
ants
ease.
there, so I'm just gonna kill this guy.
The ants must fight.
Bum, 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 Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
A small colony of Phaedulae maurici big-headed ants have established themselves on a hill to the west. Scavenging for seeds, aphids, and dead insects, they are unlikely to pose a threat to the Invicta colony, if left undisturbed.
You want vigorous instead? Hold up. I can do that. I was thinking of doing that before, but in my first time playing this, it didn't work out so well. And I think the reason why was because there wasn't like the 0 food amount for it. I didn't set them in this. I want them to grab this food, just that they can get the full set of workers first. Alright, we're good now. We'll do vigorous.
This Solenopsis invicta fire ant queen has landed on the edge of a swamp. She may be far from her native habitat, but the fire ants are well known for their ability to adapt. Competition for food will be fierce. She will need to raise an army quickly to compete with the local predators. colony lies in the shadow of a great titan to the north, an American bullfrog. This large female has found the perfect spot to feed. Sheltered by foliage and in the path of many wandering insects and smaller amphibians, she has no reason to move on. Eventually she will need to be displaced, but for now, the fire ants have more pressing business to attend to. Many of the milkweed plants growing nearby are infested with aphids. Their honeydew excretions present an ideal, energy-rich food source for the fire ants. Aphids far from the nest are vulnerable, however, and are sometimes relocated closer to home where they can be better protected from predators and thieves. The boggy soil surrounding the nest is lacking in nitrogen and phosphorus, nutrients vital for plants to photosynthesize and grow. To survive in this environment, some
I'm killing this thing.
to supplement their mineral diet by trapping and dissolving in
Oh wait,
invertebrate
we have
prey.
one dead here. I think this will be enough. 4, yeah, that should be enough.
A magnolia green jumping spider, Lysoman viridis, has ambushed a fire ant. It prefers to hunt on foliage, where it is less likely to be spotted by predators and prey alike. Out on the ground, it's more vulnerable, but that won't stop it from snacking on lone ants far from the safety of the nest.
Wait, hold up, how did this guy get hurt? Because I would actually like to take advantage of them and take some food.
A small colony of Phaedulae maurici big-headed ants have established themselves on a hill to the west. Scavenging for seeds, aphids, and dead insects, they are unlikely to pose a threat to the Invicta colony if left undisturbed. A six-spotted tiger beetle, Cichindala sexcutata, is on the move near the nest. Its metallic green elytra make it unmistakable, and like its other tiger beetle cousins, long legs give it the speed to
You're killing
chase
this guy
down
now.
small arthropods with ease. The ants must defend themselves.
Where are my ants? Oh, I think they just got reborn. If that guy does attack, we should be fine. We have enough. Yeah. I don't know. Fine. But I feel like if I should do this, it would be with
The ants
pervasive.
have a group of hungry checkered beetle larvae. The soft grubs may look defenseless, but they have big jaws and appetites to match. The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood. There are intruders in the nest.
Let's all congregate here for a second. Alright, that should be everyone. Now let's charge in.
The ants must fight.
Not even sure why that guy went up there. I'm trying to have some food in stock so that if I do have like a big wipe of ants, then I have some kind of backup. It's happened to me so many times, so I feel like it's best to have a backup, you know.
As the sun sets, the local amphibians begin to emerge from moist crevices near the water's edge. Lone invertebrates will be picked off quickly. The ants should travel in numbers or not at all. There are intruders in the nest. The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood. A bomb bombardier beetle, Brachinus alternans, is hunting for insects outside the nest. It may seem unwise for it to wander so freely amongst the large amphibians that share the swamp at night, but they would do well to leave it alone. This beetle is a master of chemical warfare.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected. Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Bro, I swear there was way more guys in here. Matter of fact, I remember there's more stuff over here entirely as well.
At night, eastern narrow-mouthed toads patrol above ground looking for food. Ants make up 75% of their diet, so the small colony must stay alert. To make matters worse, they are excellent diggers. It's only a matter of time before one tunnels its way into the nest. The ants have clashed with a bombardier beetle. Feeling threatened, the beetle mixes a cocktail of chemicals that react together, boil, and explode from a valve at the base of its abdomen. The toad has burrowed into the nest. It may be small for a toad, but its appetite for ants is insatiable. Secretions from its skin burn any that manage to escape its projectile tongue.
The ants must defend themselves.
Dawn breaks, and the salamanders and toads retire to their damp alcoves to wait out the sun. Only the great bullfrog remains. She sits patiently on her throne, waiting for the next meal to wander by. Defenseless caterpillars exposed on the underside of leaves are a welcome snack for the passing fire ants. The colony should take advantage while it can. Few meals surrender so willingly. A wasp-manted fly, Climachala brunea, has descended from her perch into the path of the ants. Unrelated to true mantids, her spiked raptorial forelegs are a perfect example of convergent evolution.
The colony is starving. There is not enough food to feed the new brood.
By linking themselves together, the fire ants have formed a pontoon out of their own bodies. It stretches from their home territory to a previously unreachable island, giving them access to new sources of food. The ants have been attracted to secretions of nectar produced by a yellow pitcher plant.
It was like one of them, bro.
The ants must position themselves precariously over a deep vat of digestive liquid. Waxy deposits on the rim ensure that any ant that steps too far in won't be stepping out again.
The ants must fight.
A fully developed checkered beetle, Enoclerus rosmaris, has been disturbed by the ants. It has the same ravenous appetite and slicing jaws as its juvenile counterpart, but now paired with thick armor plates, it represents a far greater danger to the colony.
I do recall that now is a good time to go in and farm these guys. At least I think. Could be entirely wrong, but I think now we go in.
The fire ants have encountered a tribe of Monomoria minimum black ants. These tiny little ants may seem feeble, but the Invicta colony would do well to treat them with caution. Although primarily scavengers, they are armed with powerful chemical secretions and have been known on occasion to invade fire ant nests. The ants have set upon a green lynx spider, Puccetia viridans. She prefers to hunt on pitcher plants, but out in the open, she loses her advantage. Far from defenseless, however, when threatened, she can spit venom up to 30 centimeters from her fangs.
Okay, great. We have nature against us as well, on top of the other ants.
The Monomoria minimum colony is almost defeated. The Invictor army must press their advantage. The little black ants fought to the last to defend their queen. Now the Invictor colony will enjoy the spoils of war. Defenseless larvae from the vanquished colony will be carried home and fed to the victor's own hungry brood.
Or these annoying ass spiders, man. I always just do this. It's kind of annoying, man. If I just set to this, do they just go wherever? No, they just go straight to the queen. We're going for the better ones right now, or probably the best decision. Get the scraps later.
The ants will fight to the death.
Once again, dusk sets in over the swamp. Soon, the sandy undergrowth will be teeming with salamanders, toads, and nocturnal beetles.
Yeah. I'm gonna get these here. Oh, there's a salamander
An ant
right
has
there.
been devoured by Aerichea quadrilicitata, a dwarf salamander. It is nimble, fast, and slender enough to wiggle through tight crevices in search of food. An ant has fallen victim to a carnivorous plant.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
I'm gonna look at both those achievements. I know that the bull by the horns one is kill the toad without killing any other colonies, but if I do that, I'm going to have New Game Plus as well as having on a medium.
There are intruders in the nest. Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
For the swamp amphibians, the nighttime feast is over. Toads give way to tiger beetles, and the ant colonies step up their activities. If the fire ants are to stand any chance of establishing a long-lasting empire, they must grow quickly. There is no time to waste.
I'm getting more workers to make it easier to manage this way. So, yeah. That's a big spider.
The ants will fight to the death.
Okay. Alright. We're gonna go in full force.
An ant has fallen victim to a carnivorous plant. The fire ants and big-headed ants have met in their first skirmish. Sensing the new danger, the Morisi colony responds by awakening ancestral super soldier genes in selected brood, feeding them until their heads are engorged with muscle.
I like the big-headed ants because they just, when they have the big heads, they just fall over, and it's really funny. See, like that guy. Watch, he's gonna fall. See? Hilarious.
A wingless parasitic wasp, Dasimutilla occidentalis, more commonly known as the red velvet ant, has wandered into Invicta territory. Although not on the hunt for fire ants, it will defend itself if threatened. Armed with an extremely powerful sting and displaying bright warning stripes, most creatures give it a wide berth. The Maurici colony has fallen, their champions spent, and their queen vanquished. In the end, they could not stand up to the might of the Invicta army.
Hold up, bro. That's a lot of seeds, actually. So they've just been taking all these seeds.
The battle has begun.
Even in small numbers, the fire ants are menacing, but in large numbers, they are virtually unstoppable.
The battle has begun.
Jesus, what is happening? What is fighting us that we need that many births? I think it was just another one of these guys.
Night approaches, and the predators of the day give way to their nocturnal counterparts. As they encroach on colony territory, battles must be chosen wisely. Spread too thin, the fire ants could find themselves quickly overwhelmed.
The ants must defend themselves.
A false bombardier beetle, Galerita bicola, is also on the prowl for small prey tonight. It impersonates the true bombardier to ward off potential predators, and its mimicry isn't simply visual. It too can spray defensively from its abdomen. In this case, the fluid of choice is the familiar formic acid.
The ants must defend themselves. Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected. Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
We can leave like 9. so many more toads here than I thought there would be, so.
An ant has fallen victim to a carnivorous plant. Staving off another night of attacks, the Invicta colony once again proves its strength. Despite this victory, there is yet one obstacle that stands in its way. Ever present, the bullfrog looms over the ants. The beast must be defeated. The fire ants have mounted their first attack upon the great American bullfrog Litabates scatesbianus. The brave frontline soldiers are quickly crushed and eaten. They must surround and swarm the enormous creature to stand any chance of defeating it.
Climb on him. That was a whole lot of death in that single tongue. Surround him. More food storage? Or... Bro. Because we have a sustained food here, so I'm not getting more food in storage. No. I physically can't manage that. We have a sustained flow. Ish. Besides, we have attack buffs, so we should be fine.
Again and again, soldiers clamp onto the bullfrog's leathery skin and inject their solenopsis venom, but the beast shows no signs of wavering. The fire ants must maintain their resolve.
I don't see why they get off of them at all. I've done this before, man. I know. I just don't have food to upgrade it in the first place, so. Hence why I went for these guys over here to get some food before we start. Bro. No. They don't even give us a body? That's crazy.
The bullfrog, sore with blisters, has hopped away. It's likely to give the Invicta colony a wide berth from now on. Unbeknownst to the ants, the presence of the bullfrog was keeping many other local amphibians at bay. The power vacuum it left behind is attracting a host of salamanders and frogs eager to take its place. The ants should go to ground quickly and prepare for the imminent chaos.
The ants will fight to the death.
Okay, man. It's way less than I thought there would be.
As the anarchy above ground settles and with the invaders
See, I know what I'm
finished,
doing,
a
man.
new order is established.
Somewhat.
This is now the domain of the Fire Ant.
Why are there... Is that supposed to be a worker? Because that thing's a bit too tiny. Okay, you guys aren't even picking up the food. Yeah, no, extra food's good. Okay. That's insanity. I could do it though. I just have to have my worker's speed up way high.
Eat hearty, grow strong. The work will continue soon.
Hello? Oh, it's you. Is something wrong?
No. Solenopsis invicta. Interesting presentation. Fully functional stinger, too. Marvelous.
What's marvelous?
Oh, my sandwich. Yes, it came with an unusually generous dab of fire and pepper sauce.
How many times have I told you? No food in the lab.
Yes, okay, fine, I'm going.
Yeah. We did that right. Actually, hold on. Which one did I get for the nest? Vigorous. Alright. This app is actually really good. That should be good. I do remember that, or at least I think I do, that this one is like the hybrids or something. Unless maybe that's the next one. Right, so it is. Doing this with metabolase should be easier now. But I don't know. It might not even change anything. I'm gonna have to do upgrades right now. Because I don't have any more territory to build out and get the next ant type. Alright. Let's do the next one in a few minutes. I have to use the bathroom. I'm back. That's not the right one. Yeah, that one is. Go on a bridge too far. Ugh. I like cola. It tastes decent, but at the same time, the carbonation kind of does take away some of the taste. And it makes me burp a lot.
This fire ant queen has traveled for miles on her nuptial flight, finally landing atop a sandy mound deep in the swamp. The vantage point might seem like an ideal home, but it may be short-lived. This whole area is liable to flooding, and nearby rainfall is already causing the groundwater to rise. Exhausted and without her wings, the queen is unable to move on alone. But if she can amass enough daughters in time, the colony as a whole may stand a chance.
Oh, he's just hanging out there now. Cool. The great blue skimmer. Where did he go?
A great blue skimmer, Libellula vibrans, hunts overhead. This fantastic aerial predator shouldn't cause any trouble for the ants. That is, unless it decides to land in their way. Many nearby creatures have already been washed out of their homes by the rising water. A lucky few have been deposited on the shores east of the nest. As more arrive, tensions will rise. There isn't space here for everyone. Food is abundant, but as the floodwater begins to rise, the ants will quickly lose access to the lower lands.
Or gain some, because half of this food I can't even get to. I can get to this, sure, but... Actually, hold up. Going here would be good for food. Because now I have enough guys to sustain a decently okay battle with them. Without too many casualties. It's spaced out quite a lot. May cause problems, may not. Not anything too bad though.
The boggy earth at the base of the mound is now saturated, and as night approaches, the water begins to creep closer. The new arrivals will rush to higher ground, heading straight for the nest. There is nowhere else to go.
I didn't realize the food stores were full. Oh my god, I had so much more time than I thought. And at the same time, water's rising, so this is going away for sure.
Amongst the melee of panicking creatures are larvae of the false bombardier beetle. Already large and accomplished predators, they will hold their ground against small groups of ants.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
These guys are the food. We'll be fine. Okay, maybe not. And she did not fight, just collect food. Actually, yeah, no, we're good. Even if they did get over here, I have the, I don't know, the ability where, like, when the queen's at 75% or something, a bunch of, like, helpers spawn in and everyone else respawns as well. Queen's guard, I think. Yeah, something like that.
The inundation has slowed, and fewer creatures are washing up to the east. The ants have an opportunity to explore for food, but there are other dangers at night. Moist-skinned amphibians have come out to take advantage of this new water world, harvesting lost insects displaced from their burrows. An ant has fallen victim to a carnivorous plant.
Okay, I think this is actually something we go for now. way more food than I thought we would, so. And you are bigger than I remember. Jeez.
An ant has found itself entangled on the sticky tentacle of a dwarf sundew. As it tries to struggle free, more tentacles are drawn in, drowning the victim in thick mucilage. A pinewoods tree frog, Gila femoralis, has wandered into the trail. This one has taken a break from mate calling for a quick meal, and it seems that ants are on the menu.
The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
These guys make it so difficult. I fucking hate the pitcher plants. I'm sorry, bro. Like, these things are just purely annoying. They don't even give food at this point. They just kill us. You know what? I actually completely forgot about doing stuff in here. I don't need this stuff right now, at
Predators are loose
least.
in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Here should be enough. Alright. I don't think you can get to these, but that's fine. We got some. I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming it's probably like the fear of frogs or something.
Continued rainfall is about to bring another torrent flushing through the bog, carrying with it a slew of ill-tempered arthropods.
I think that's already happened, actually, man. Alright, let's go over here.
The battle has begun. The colony is starving. There's not enough food to feed the new brood.
No, you should be fine. Let's see, we can also get that. I should stay for one more night.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Wait, what? Why?
An ant has fallen victim to a carnivorous plant.
If they were in there, then they're dealt with. Oh. Bro, what? Why are you choosing that over the pine cone?
The battle has begun.
You know what? While we're here, we might as well do this.
nowhere to drain, the floodwater creeps ever nearer to the nest. Already cramped and irritated, a panic ensues, and the refugees scramble for higher ground.
Hold on.
The ants must defend themselves.
Okay. Now, what else is currently available? This is, yep. Alright, but now, on top of that, I want a little section of workers. So I can have more nest productivity. But on top of that, I can send them out to get this. Because now it's just become food that's sitting there.
The ants must fight.
News of the insect feast has spread across the swamp. With growing numbers of amphibians patrolling the waters, the Invictor's scavenging expeditions will need to be well defended. An eastern newt, Notophalmus viridations, is devouring ants. Growing up to 10 centimeters in length, it dwarfs other creatures on the mound. Its red skin is toxic and serves as a warning to potential predators. A colony of little black ants marooned on a smaller section of the mound may be reachable if the fire ants join together to bridge the gap.
Please don't send it another one. Oh my god, jerks did. You know what? This is a better idea.
The ants must defend themselves.
Why do they keep sending more, man? Like, chill. What? What, does he just chill now? What? Oh, now you want to fight. Great.
An ant has fallen victim to a carnivorous plant.
Where? Let me see a place on the map where I could get that from this path.
The ants must fight. The battle has begun.
Go, 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 go! They're not gonna make it. Like, half of them are going to die. Maybe. Yeah, no. Yeah. Someone's gonna die for sure. Okay, that crept up way more than I thought it would. Now I think, yeah, we gained access to this. Not that yet, though. And we lost access to that one
As
guy.
the water draws ever nearer, more
But I got
insects
that
begin
back
to wash up on
stuff
the bank.
as well.
The Invicta colony must maintain control or risk being overrun.
Why are you here? Okay, we got some of those fast beetles.
The battle has begun.
Ah, that's where the familiar was. I think one of the guys got wiped at one time.
An ant has fallen victim to a carnivorous plant.
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
Wait, what? Why is there frogs here?
There are intruders in the nest.
Oh, it's because I dug out some of these tunnels. Perfectly understandable. Or that I know what's going on at least.
There are intruders in the nest.
Again, the floodwaters rise. The washed-up invertebrates panic, and a stampede ensues. The Invicta soldiers must form ranks quickly.
imminent danger.
But she hasn't been hit yet, I don't think. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun. Ah, okay, we can do that. I'm gonna wait a little bit before doing that though, and do some nest fighting. Wait, what? Oh my god, I'm an idiot.
The ants must defend themselves.
The Monomorian black ant colony is soon to be flooded. This is the fire ants' last chance to raid their nest.
I don't think it's worth it.
The ants must fight.
As if the colony didn't already have enough to deal with, the great blue skimmer has chosen this moment to touch down right outside the nest. Unchecked, this titan of the sky will no doubt disrupt colony activities, but if the soldiers are able to bring him down, the rewards could be mighty. After a sustained assault from the fire ants, the skimmer's stamina is beginning to wane. He leaps away from battle and prepares to take off. If the ants want to prevent his escape, they will need to act quickly.
Okay, yeah, no, we're chilling in the nest for a little bit. Till some of these things go away, because they're way too much over here.
Focusing through the pain of the Solenopsis venom, the great skimmer cleared his wings, stretched his flight muscles, and managed to take to the air just in time. He won't be landing back here anytime soon.
I didn't realize that the skimmer would pop up right then, so that's why that kind of stuff happened. Okay, I hate these red bugs, man. Now let's just take care of death threats and get food from it.
The ants will fight to the death.
Why are you coming into the nest, bro?
The pond continues to swell, finally drowning the Monomorium colony. The fire ants watch as it sinks into the murky depths, foreshadowing their own demise.
The ants will fight to the death.
Alright. Just need to make a little more, and we can get out. There we go. Alright,
By
we win.
joining their bodies together to form a giant raft, the fire ants were able to ferry the queen from the mound just as the nest filled with water. Their perils are not over, but they've shown great resilience and an ability to survive in this harsh environment. Wherever they land, the creatures of the swamp will quickly come to know the might of the fire ants.
Great level. That is very possible. And I probably could have done that. Same for the first one. I didn't realize that was one of them, so.
Eat hearty, grow strong. The work will continue soon.
Hello? Oh, it's you. Is something wrong?
No.
Alright. I'm gonna end stream here now. Because I'm starving right now. I need to grab more food. Apples, surprisingly, aren't very fulfilling to me in my stomach. I didn't realize I had chat off. Guys, sorry if I missed some of your messages. Invade the Black Ants. Well, they have only 1,000? I feel like doing nest stuff could have been better than that. We got like 1,020 from going in the frog area. Alright. I'll set up nest stuff off camera. So, I'll see you next stream. I might start streaming during the week as well. That is a big might, though. It will be randomly throughout the week, though, if I do. Yeah, you know, I was trying to get some of the ants birthed because I didn't have workers putting in the eggs soon enough. And instead of... I did that instead of trying to put down more tiles, so... That's mostly why. So, I'll see you guys next time. Probably next weekend. Might be sooner. So, bye. Wait, before that, if you guys do have any suggestions for, like, intermissions and stuff, like, for music, put that in the stream playlist suggestions, please. Because I don't have anything that I know is not copywritten or anything along the lines that could get me legal fees. That I know I would fit